All right, hey, this is Ash. We're doing another funnel review. This is for a guy who's selling a service for helping people sell basically their information products to ordinary consumers, not people who are investing in some kind of program where they're gonna get make money out of it. So, just to summarize, he was a trumpet player, and so he sold I guess, music lessons to people, and it was basically a high ticket offer because, and then these people weren't trying to get money out of it. They weren't training to play the trumpet to be, some $200,000 trumpet player. I mean, a lot of them were just like we'll talk about, were hobbyists in his niche, and he was able to sell these people on, make a lot of money. And you can see he's got a 200, he's got a two comma award, which is $3 million right here. Um, and so I thought this was pretty good. This was different than what I've seen before, or what I've covered before. Um, so let's go to the ad on Facebook. And what I found interesting, and I kind of refreshing, the ad was, um, it was pretty lengthy. So I'm going to show you the entire ad. We're going to zoom out. Um, so this was on Facebook, and so he just kind of goes into it. So we're gonna read what he had to say in his ad. He says, "Okay, attention, business owners and sales reps selling high ticket B2C offers." Okay, so hey there, my name is Matt. I'm a former professional trumpet player turned serial entrepreneur. I became a club winner at the age of 27, selling a premium offer to hobbyist trumpet players. Okay, so and then he talks about, like, right here, bullet number one, that reason why it's hard is because people people are willing to spend money if they see a return on their investment, right? So they'll spend $20,000 on a coaching program if the promise is you'll make $100,000 in the first 6 months or something like that. So you're like, okay, well, I could see paying $20,000 if I'm going to get $100,000, or if I'm going to make $100,000 in 6 months. But I don't see myself paying $5,000 just to play the trumpet. I mean, that doesn't get me anything. It's just, okay, I'm good, but it doesn't get me any money. So it's hard to spend that kind of money. So that's basically what he's saying right here. Um, and then also he's the highest price option. So he was saying, he's got a high ticket offer, but there's probably plenty of people giving away, free lessons on how to play the trumpet. So why did they come to him? And that's what he's going to talk about, his strategy. He's selling to everyday consumers who have varying mindsets about investing in themselves. Then he goes on to saying selling B2B business is way easier. Now here I would probably not kind of, I don't know, paint this picture. I get what I mean, I kind of understood what he was saying in the first bullet points. Um, and and he's saying it's a lot easier, but it's I think he should just stick to what he's talking about, B2C. And he says it's easier to sell $50,000 offer to a business owner than it is to sell a $5,000 offer to an everyday consumer. I would probably word that differently. I would say it's much easier to sell a $50,000 program to somebody who thinks they're going to get $250,000 in 6 months than it is to sell a $5,000 program who's just not going to get any money out of it. They're just going to learn something. So really, really explain that. He just says your everyday consumer or a business owner. I mean, you could spend $50,000 on a program and not technically be a business owner as people see it as a business owner. I mean, I think some entrepreneurs who are solo entrepreneurs probably don't see themselves as a business owner. They're just an entrepreneur. Um, if you're like a freelancer or something like that, and you wanted to make more, you wanted to generate more income, you would invest in some program. But I'm not really sure how many people they call themselves business owners, because I've talked to a lot of entrepreneurs, and they're just like, I mean, yeah, technically I'm a business owner, but I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a freelancer or something along those lines. So that's my only issue. But other than that, it's pretty good. Um, which is, and this is why I had to get really good at sales to make this work. So he's gone through the whole thing. He's gone through how to sell to people. So I had to learn on my own through taking over 2,000 B2C calls. Um, and then he goes, and I felt a little selfish keeping all these secrets to myself. Yeah, I don't really think that's the case, but anyway, that's nice that you said that. So I put together a webinar to share what I've learned. Um, and I know that goes around in this copywriting circle. You kind of want to act like, hey, I'm giving this to you out of the kindness of my heart. And there's good ways of phrasing it, and then there's really awkward ways of phrasing it. And I think this was kind of the awkward way. I felt a little selfish keeping all these secrets to myself. So I'm put together a webinar. I would say, I don't know, I would phrase it differently. But anyway, other than that, it's fine. Um, that way you can exponentially boost your conversion rates, meaning lower stress and higher bottom line. I don't know. I would get right to the meat. Like I would get to the what do they really want? I mean, people with conversion rates, possibly, but what they want is money, right? They want to sell high ticket offers. So I would say something like start selling your 5,000, 10,000, offers. And here's the thing is that if people don't already have those offers and they're struggling, if they're struggling to sell those 5,000, 10,000, you'll get those people, but you also get the people who are like, oh, wow, you mean you can have a $5,000 offer? Just by, just one sentence, you can plant that idea in their head. I mean, conversion rates is rather vague. It's like, all right, so you're going to teach me about email? Are you going to teach me about Facebook? Are you going to teach me about like what you're talking about, calls, like conversion rates? Like what are they converting to? I don't really know. So I would just get right to the meat of it. It's like now you can start selling your $5,000 offers, your $10,000 offers, your $25,000 offers through my, you know, system or whatever. Okay, so here's what we'll cover: how to get deep, dark pain from the prospect and shift them into an emotional buying state. Even if they are a hobbyist in your niche and have no intention or desire to make a monetary return on their investment. I like what he's saying. It's just very awkwardly worded. I would, I would just, I don't know. I don't have anything off the top of my head, but I would reword it, and it would probably just be two sentences. I mean, this is technically one very, very long sentence. Um, but I get what he's saying. So, and you got to be careful. Like this is an ad on Facebook. So let's just zoom out again. So, this is, you'll see like a sponsored ad and then the call to action. So this is an ad on Facebook. And I think he's got, like these bullet points kind of laid out. He's got the little emojis and stuff, which is great. Um, but you got to be careful about how you word things. You got to keep it like just boom, boom, boom. This is what I'm, do, do, do. And both these bullet points are all three of them are just one sentence, but they're three lines. Um, so how to get any personality type to respect you and view you as the ultimate authority in conversation, regardless of your prior fame, talent, and ability, or recognition in your niche, or even if they don't know you existed just a few hours ago. Okay, I don't like if you. I mean, it sounds like you're getting on the phone. It sounds like he's talking about sales calls. So by that point, they don't really care if you're an authority. I mean, they either think you're an authority through your other media, like your YouTube channel or your Facebook ad or your landing page. But by the time you get on the phone with them, like who gives a crap about whether you're the authority? It doesn't really matter, right? At that point, it doesn't really matter. They either think you're the authority or not. You don't have to. I don't think you want to waste too much time on the call and saying, oh, rehash everything that you would have said on your landing page. Oh, I'm an author of 10 books and I met with so and so celebrity and da 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 da. I'm a big authority. I mean, you're just not going to waste too much time doing that. Anyway, but maybe that's his strategy. Okay, so anyway, I mean, I don't mind what he's saying per se. It's a really long sentence. Okay, so how to become an object handling machine. I like that. By only mastering 3 objections. I like that. You got to make it simple. That way you can knock more prospects off the fence without having to memorize thousands of objections, handling techniques, and closes. Um, and I understand what he's learning. I read this, so I'm pretty clear on that. But somebody just knocking the prospects off the fence. I don't know. Do I want to do that? I thought I want prospects. Like, why would I knock them off the fence? I don't know. I want I want to convert people. Isn't that what it is all about? Why am I knocking them off the fence? So you got to be very, very clear as to what you're saying and how you're saying it. Okay, and then there's some like a lot of grammatical like little errors in here, which is you know obviously me being nitpicky, but you got to be careful about that because people are going to like, oh, this guy's an idiot. All right, and then see you there, Matt Brockman. Great. After we get 100 webinar registrations, this ad will be shut off. First come, first serve. Okay, that's great. You're seeing this because we haven't filled up the event, but it will fill up. And once you stop seeing this, guess what? We filled up. Beautiful. Okay, and then let's see. Got my little face there. Okay, it says brocksales.com. Beautiful, very simple. Free class, how to B2C sales is actually done. I would come up a little stronger than that's just very weak. I mean, if that was your whole thing, how B2C is actually done. That's very, very vague. I would say get back to what you were talking about. Sell your high ticket offers with ease. Sell your high ticket offers to, the common folk or whatever with ease or something along those lines. Um, I just don't think it's a great call to action, how it's actually done. Or you could say, conquer, hear from a professional, someone in the trenches who's done this before or something like that, those lines. Um, Free class. I like free class. I'm not really sure. Three. I would say. Actually, on his landing page, he does talk about free training, so I would probably stick to that. Okay, so let's go to the landing page. So here we go. Free sales training. So this is where he has it, and he probably should have said it on the Facebook ad. How to charge premium prices for your coaching, service, and close at a 30 to 45% plus or close rate. I would just get rid of like anything that's kind of cumbersome, and then just get rid of that. And then it says, okay, so it's how to charge premium prices for your coaching service and close at a 30 to 40% close rate. Um, yeah, I would definitely reword that. Even if you're not selling a make money ROI offer. Okay. I would stick to what he said. Even if you're selling to hobbyists, who like, yeah, like I mean I understand, like it's not something where people are investing to get money out of it. Like they're investing just to get training. Like you could say, trumpet playing and learning how to do rose gardens, and I understand what he's talking about. It just needs to be very clear. Um, Click here for instant access, and then on the bottom it says this class is 100% no cost. Okay, beautiful. And then let's just click on here. Very simple, very simple. Opt-in, so that's good. Where should I send your free sales training? Okay, so that's good. That way you need to submit your email because you're not gonna get it otherwise. All right, and then you have to put in your real email because a lot of times people will just put in a fake email because I know that the next page is going to be the training, and says leave your name and email below to receive your no cost stream. So where should I send your free? So this makes people think, oh wow, you know what? I'm gonna have to give him my real email address because he's gonna send me the free training. Who knows? It might be on the the thank you page. I don't know. I haven't opted in, so I don't know what that's going to be like. Okay, so I did opt in, and so this is the page that you get to. So step one, watch the free training to learn exactly how to boost your sales conversion rate, especially if you're not selling a make money offer. think there might be a better way of putting that. But anyway, book a free sales strategy session below. First come, first serve. Only 20 remaining. Okay. Let's see if he's available now. Okay. He's wide open on Friday. All right. Let's see what he's got to say.
Welcome to Webinar Fun. We're going to get into some sales today, B2C sales specifically, but if you're also in B2B sales, you're in the right place. This is a great place to be.
Okay, let's go back to the oh, this is a nice pop-up. I like that. Okay, so let's go back to the training page. Okay, so we saw the Facebook ad. It's got good pretty good copy on some, some issues there. But anyway, so we're here. So inside, you'll discover how to get. So a lot of it is kind of repeating what we read on the Facebook ad, which is not bad, not bad. And this, so it says how to get deep dark pain from the prospect, emotional buying state, even if they are a hobbyist in your niche and have no intention or desire to make money return on their investment. Like I said, make it specific. Like like give some examples. I mean, he's already revealed he plays the trumpet and that's what he was selling. So what other things that people could be that they would be selling that are not a money making thing? How to get any personality type to respect you and view you as the ultimate authority in the conversation, regardless of your, fame, blah 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 blah. Basically, it's and then how to become an objection handling machine by only 3 objections. I like this one. This one's probably like the best one because you're getting very specific. Number one, you get like there's only 3 objections. You're going to be an objection handling machine. And like that's what people want. They're like, okay, yeah, you know what? I've been on these calls, and there's always pushback, and I'm stumped. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. So that is great. And then he's got like a little testimonial. I would say just here's what I would do. I mean, okay, so let me just read the rest of this, and I give you my whole opinion on this whole thing. Okay, Matt Brockman. So this is okay. Let me go back to the sales page for. I mean, the we're gonna go to the ad. Let's see, because a lot of this information I saw the landing page, so I was making some. I was carrying over some of that information. Okay, I'm a former professional trumpet player turned serial entrepreneur. I became a 2 Comma Club winner at the age of 27. We're selling a premium offer to hobbyist trumpet players. Yeah, just such a better way of putting it. It's just really just not great copy. Okay, so let's get down to okay. So he's got this so-called testimonial, and then he's got basically a rehashing of what he did, which is this is like this is what he needs to start off with. This is what like I made $3 million in selling trumpet lessons. What? Like that would be that's like your headline right there. Like none of this like you know B2B, B2C, B2C, B2B. Let me look at this thing again. It's just it's just very like I'm surprised he made $3 million because I don't know he must have maybe had a good copywriter. I because this is really not that great. Okay, so I mean something like dramatic, like I mean trumpet, trumpet player playing trumpet in his mother's basement makes $3 million. Whoa, okay, now you got my attention. Now I like how did you do it? That's basically that's what like every entrepreneur's story, like that's how they sell their products because they talk about how they started. Like I was writing copy in my mother's basement, and then I became a millionaire. Oh, Jesus Christ, how did you do that? I was playing trumpet in the attic of my house, and I was giving lessons, and I made $3 million. I made $3 million just in teaching trumpet playing or whatever. And even if all this isn't from trumpet teaching trumpets, maybe it's happened. If you made $1 million, I mean that would be impressive. Okay, and then this thing is just like I don't know. I wouldn't even have it on there. It kind of because it kind of says, well, where are the rest of the testimonials? Like if you don't have any testimonials, people it might be it's like one of those things out of sight, out of mind. So they're like, oh, I'm not even thinking about the testimonials. And so I would just leave it off altogether. And then and if you're gonna spend this kind of money, whoops, let me go to the if you I mean because when if you're going to spend this kind of money on Facebook ads, you gotta have a good page. You gotta have a good sales page because it's not easy. People are just like, all right, let me, there's people clicking. I'll just click. It takes nothing for somebody to click on your ad, but it costs you money, right? I mean, it's one thing if somebody, like back in the day, they would have the direct response ads in magazines, and people had to cut the coupon out, write their name, stick it in an envelope, put a stamp on it, and send it. And so that was like a big deal. And so here it's just like people just, well, I'll just click it. And so it's, you know, you want to have enough copy to pull people in, but you also want to have enough copy to dissuade, the people who are just going to click the button. And so you want to be clear on what it is you're talking about. But when they get to your page, you gotta be super clear and super relevant to what you're selling. And I just it doesn't, I have to say this really doesn't grab me. And that, for a while I had some products that I was thinking about launching. It had to do with copywriting, selling certain products and maybe even doing this coaching thing. And so this resonates me. I understand, like I'm in this kind of niche, so to speak, but I just don't this is like this doesn't grab me. um, and you're going to spend a lot of money. Now, the video, I haven't watched the videos, so maybe this is very has a very strong appeal to it. I'm not going to watch it, but anyway, all right. I wanted to keep it short. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you next time.